I might actually make them shrink themselves, get smaller. They spin way too fast. I'm imagining kind of flames that go up and fade off and get smaller. So this is a little bit too crazy. I'm going to first of all have it shrink down. So the scale will start as 1 and then it'll shrink itself down. So I want to change the scale amount. The scale amount will be, let's try -5 to -10. And let's just check that before we go and change anything else. I want them to be shrinking. Whoa. Okay, the problem is the scale is shrinking so small and then they're getting massive again, but they're getting inverted. How can we fix that? Well, we can set a limit to the scale. So our scale amount was going really tiny and then getting into the negative scaling, which flips things. So we might set this scale to be limited, so it'll never get into the negative numbers. From operators, we want constrain. This block is really handy. It can constrain your numbers, give them an upper and a lower limit. So from operators, our scale x will be constrained to, and our scale y just inherits scale x, so we don't need to change that. Scale x will be constrained to a low of 0. A high of 100 I think is fine. A low of 0, so it won't get past 0. So it won't get into negative scaling. So that's pretty cool now. You can see them, they shrink really fast. So I might make that smaller. And before I go and do too much else, I might get that upward motion going, so the flames look like they're rising. So I'll get the scale amount to be a bit smaller. Let's try from -1 to -4 divided by 100. Try that. So they should shrink nice and slowly now. Yeah, it's quite nice. And I'll get them moving up, and after I do that I also may try spawning more of them. A thing to note with particle effects and anything where you're spawning or creating a lot of clones of objects, it'll depend on how fast your machine is, how good your computer is to handle this many objects. So you may want to tweak some of these things so that you don't create quite as many particle effects if you've got a slower computer. Okay, I want these flames to now move up, so I'm going to add something extra in here.